Sean Combs, known as P. Diddy or Puff Daddy, the rapper and music mogul credited with launching the careers of major stars, has been in the spotlight recently for legal troubles. Combs was arrested on Monday, September 16th, by federal agents in New York after facing months of civil lawsuits alleging sex trafficking, sexual abuse, and rape. Combs, who was denied bail twice, is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. According to The Independent, federal prosecutors in a newly unsealed indictment accuse Combs and his associates of coercing and abusing women to fulfill his sexual desires, including forcing victims into recorded sexual activities which he allegedly called freakouts. Combs' lawyer Mark Agnifilo called the rapper an innocent man. "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office," Agnifilo told The Independent via email. Sky News reports that the charges relate to sex trafficking, drug possession, and firearms offenses. The three major charges outlined by the Southern District of New York in a legal indictment are racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion and transportation to engage in prostitution. The indictment, as reported by Sky News, alleges the following. Combs is alleged to have abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct dating back to at least 2008. The 54-year-old is accused of leveraging his employees' resources and industry influence to establish a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. He is accused of coercing female victims and male sex workers into participating in drug-fueled sexual acts referred to as freak-offs, according to the legal document. According to Sky News, the document mentions freak-offs 16 times, describing them as elaborate, staged sexual performances that Combs orchestrated, directed, and often recorded, while also engaging in the acts. Prosecutors claim that victims were administered controlled substances during events that sometimes lasted for days, keeping them obedient and compliant. Combs allegedly subjected them to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to compel their participation. The indictment further alleges that Combs and his business associates engaged in acts of violence, threats of harm, both physical and reputational, and verbal abuse. These acts reportedly included kidnapping and arson when individuals who witnessed the alleged abuse challenged his authority or reputation. The Independent also published all the allegations against Sean Combs, noting that lawsuits against the rapper began on November 16, 2023, when he was sued by singer and dancer Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie, his former partner, who alleged years of abuse. Before getting into the allegations, please like and subscribe to keep getting more content from your favorite celebs. Allegations. Cassandra Cassie Ventura. R&B singer Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie, filed a 2023 lawsuit accusing Combs of subjecting her to a decade-long pattern of trafficking, rape, and physical abuse. A 2016 surveillance footage, obtained by CNN on May 17, 2024, appeared to validate aspects of Ventura's allegations, capturing Combs chasing and violently assaulting her in a Los Angeles hotel corridor. In a swift resolution, Ventura settled the lawsuit with Combs for an undisclosed sum just 1 day after filing, stating she preferred to resolve this matter amicably. Derek Lee Cardello Smith. Derek Lee Cardello Smith, a 51-year-old inmate, filed a lawsuit alleging Combs drugged and sexually assaulted him at a party 3 decades ago, as revealed in court documents obtained by Detroit's Metro Mines. Combs' failure to attend a virtual hearing resulted in a $100 million default judgment in favor of Cardello Smith on September 9. Rodney Lil Rod Jones. A February 2024 lawsuit in New York accuses Combs of subjecting music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones to a prolonged campaign of sexual harassment, intimidation, and exploitation. Jones, who worked for Combs from September 2022 to November 2023, alleged unwanted advances by Combs' associates and forced into encounters with sex workers hired by Combs. Joey Dickerson Neal. Joey Dickerson Neal filed a lawsuit in November 2023, accusing Combs of drugging, sexually assaulting, and secretly recording the assault without her consent in 1991, while she was a college student, according to NBC News, citing court documents. Crystal McKinney. Following the release of kept footage showing Combs attacking Ventura, former model Crystal McKinney filed a lawsuit in May alleging Combs sexually assaulted her at his New York City recording studio in 2003. April Lampros. Shortly after McKinney's lawsuit, April Lampros came forward alleging Combs sexually assaulted her multiple times between 1995 and the early 2000s, following their initial meeting while she was a student. Dawn Richard. Dawn Richard, a former bandmate, sued Sean Diddy Combs in New York federal court, alleging years of physical and sexual abuse starting in 2009. Richard accuses Combs of withholding payment, groping, making lewd comments, physical violence, and death threats, also claiming he enabled the sexual exploitation of underage girls and abused singer Cassie. Combs has denied all allegations and vowed to defend himself, pleading not guilty to all charges. Diddy is an imperfect person but is not criminal, Combs' lawyer had said. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court, his lawyer added. Polls like and subscribe for more content on your favorite celebs. Peace out.